just telling me.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, the argument that I'm going to be presenting is about the DASH diet and how I think it's the healthiest. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the DASH diet, the term DASH, D-A-S-H, it's dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Now, not only will I be talking about its effects on hypertension, but also its effects on those with diabetes, and also its healthful benefits towards losing weight, or while losing weight, rather. My first premise is that the DASH diet is the healthiest because it lowers individuals' hypertension. The diet was originally designed by the National Institutes of Health in order to fight high blood pressure levels. Caroline Apovian, an MD and also professor of medicine, stated that it lowers the blood pressure due to the food that we consume. So that entails whole grains, vegetables, fruits, lean protein, low-fat dairy, and also nuts and seeds as well. She also stated that the diet is very flexible because it consists of food that real food that we get in our everyday supermarkets. So it's, again, easily accessible. Dr. Oz has also verified the same statement within his show, for those of you that know him. He has also addressed the fact that the diet has been stated as or voted as the top, or the best diet at least 3, now going on 4 years. Now moving on to the second premise, that of the DASH diet's effects on diabetes, or the fact that it lowers diabetes, which makes it healthy. The DASH diet has been known, again, to lower the risk of diabetes. Those that take on the diet end up eating less sugar, which eating less sugar ends up lowering the risk of diabetes. Makes sense. We call it, both Dr. Oz and Professor Apovian have confirmed this by referring to the lack of sugar that the dieters have consumed. Instead, the dieters consumed more vegetables and fruit, and also lean protein in order to counteract the sugar spikes. Moving on to the last premise, the DASH diet's healthful effects while losing weight. Now, losing a healthy amount of weight will lower anybody's blood pressure or even diabetes, risk of diabetes for that matter. But in addition to the loss of risks, the DASH diet is also healthy because it's good for both short-term and long-term dieters. So whether or not you want to just lose weight now or just maintain a healthy eating habit, it's good for both. Dr. Oz has said that this diet is easy to follow, and also it actually works in regards to losing weight. Kristen Kirkpatrick, registered dietitian manager, she stated that the DASH diet is great because it's a balanced diet, and it has healthy food groups from the whole spectrum. And it's also a healthy diet due to the portion sizes, the smaller portion sizes. I know our society tends to eat in excess when it comes to portion sizes, and that's something big within the DASH diet, which makes it healthy. Adam Glasgow, a MD and also bariatric surgeon director, and also many of the dieters of all shapes, sizes, and ethnicities can all agree that the DASH diet is easy to do and very effective. Now, in conclusion, the DASH diet may be simple, but again, it's easy to do, and it's in my opinion, the healthiest diet. By lowering the risk of diabetes, hypertension, and also being able to reduce people's weight while on the diet, I hope that you will agree that the DASH diet is the healthiest diet.
Yes, applause is appropriate.
Question, Professor. How do we know if we're peer reviewing something?
You either got an evaluation prompt with a name on it. That's how you know.
So-
Did you come in a little late?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so that would explain it.
Okay.
All right. Because they're out there right now.
Okay. Maybe this is some people's papers on like, oh shit,
Yes.
they printed it out or something?
No, I pass them out.
Okay.
So many reminders.
All right, and Jessica, you're going to give me other material later on, right? Because you don't have it with you today. Okay. Remember, I'm giving comments to everybody, and I'm going to let the video recorder put the comments on. So those of you who are shell-shocked right after your speech and can't pay attention, they'll be available to you to listen to also on the YouTube channel. Let's start off with the things that you did really well that I think worked very effectively. The delivery is fine. You're looking at the audience. You're calm. Everything flows very smoothly. You build a lot of credibility that way. I thought that you had an excellent mixture of supporting quotations and a variety of experts that you're citing there. So when it comes to the authorities and that type of evidence, you're pretty sharp. I think you needed a little bit more diversity in evidence, though, some statistical evidence that maybe compares this diet to other diets so that we know how effective it is. It's very conclusionary for these authorities to say that this diet is superior to the other ones or that it's easier. We don't have any way to judge that other than their expertise. And I'm not saying that they aren't necessarily experts, but you're putting all your eggs in that one basket, and it might make sense, although I'm not sure, are eggs allowed on this diet? That's just a joke. You're putting all your eggs in one basket there, and you might want to have more diversity of information there. So, and like I said, I thought you cited the evidence pretty well. So a little bit more diversity there. You started off the proposition. Now, I know ultimately what your claim is, but it's not really phrased as a claim at the beginning. It says, I'm going to tell you what I think. No, you're going to tell us what is true. Make a declarative sentence. So, I've looked at this, and the claim that you should accept. Now, you did that at the end of the speech, which is great. You want to be consistent about it at the beginning also. You signposted what the major points were going to be. The first time you went through them, they didn't really sound like they were labeled as claims. It did sound like they were labeled as claims in the body of the speech a little bit more, so that's okay. I think you rush over your definition of what the DASH diet is. I'm still trying to figure out why is it different and how is it so much better than all of these other diets. If it's easier to stay on, it has this effect on hypertension and diabetes. There's got to be something about it that is pretty unique. And once you give that early definition of what's going on there, you never come back to it and talk about those unique characteristics and how they contribute to these amazing outcomes that's going on there. That's it. Thank you.